So, I'd like to share one anecdote from my own undergraduate days as a budding composer. My goal was to be a film composer. I loved film music. I used to see every film that was released in Toronto. This was before, uh, just I saw every European film. I saw every Hollywood film. I didn't see every Bollywood film, I have to say. I have to confess that I didn't see everything that came out, but it was very important for me to understand the language of music in film because I understood something about the power of music, that if I noticed the music in the film, oftentimes it was taking me out of the film. So a really good film would be where it's seamless, where somehow the composer and director understood how music should work to enhance the narrative, not to come up with its own narrative that did its own thing. So anyway, during those days that I was at the University of Toronto and in the composition program, the faculty there, seen as the elite composers, one of the top schools in the world for music composition, they had this, um, I want to say, sort of a discursive tract. Discursive tract meaning a continuous sort of refrain, if you'll allow me the musical expression. They had a kind of thing they kept saying and going back to, which was, I mean, when I think about it now, it's like ridiculous because it was so patently unfair. And these days, the culture of education wouldn't even allow it. But these professors thought they were doing us a favor. And what am I talking about here? They would say, you understand, they'd say, that you're in the composition program, and that's wonderful, great. We're happy to teach you, but you should know, of course, that the average salary of a Canadian composer is $2,300 a year. We're just telling you. We're just telling you that you should expect to, on average, understand that the amount of money you'll be able to make professionally as a composer, and we mean this to say to you in the nicest way possible, don't get your hopes too high because that's what it's been. And so it's lovely. You love music. But as a profession, think about what you could make a living at and maybe do composition on the side, the odd theater program, project or something. Well, look at the culture now. Which YouTube video, which video, even made by the most homegrown of outfits, doesn't have music? Which video? Which educational video? Which entertainment video? Which short advertisement? I mean, the amount of screen time we spend watching any number of news, entertainment, infotainment, films, television, I mean, the amount of screen time we have now so exceeds the imagination of any of my professors from when I was an undergraduate. None of them, they were being nice. They were lovely people. They thought, oh, we don't want you to think that this is a profession. Music composition, I mean, it's great. We love composition. We became composers, but you should know we were lucky to get these professor jobs. I mean, you're going to have to really think about the trajectory of your life because it's just not out there. Okay, now look at the world. Now look at the world. Every single video production needs music. And how many settings are there for music in healthcare? Well, it's just simply growing. I mean, growing by leaps and bounds. So if you look at the status quo now also, we can see that it's just in its infancy. I mean, AMSR, for example, only just beginning to be tapped for its potential and people playing around with the idea of using the softness of the voice and the sounds of whispers and so forth to relax people. So the medium of sound, the medium of music, the medium of consumer based affordable technology, and the extent to which sound can be a medium for communication is, I, I really think it's in its infancy. It's not even, it's like embryonic rather. So, if anyone is a composer or thinking about doing meditational videos with musical background, anything to do with sound and video, with relation to health, I mean, the world is your oyster. You are a pearl in the making. So please have every confidence that your ideas, even if they're half-baked, grow them. This class is even a place to incubate those ideas and really work with others, find, creative partners, and co-create some of these new realities. Think entrepreneurially. Think about the ways in which music and health can converge in ways that help others, and also maybe entrepreneurial projects. Every single project I do, a percentage of any profits goes to charity. I don't do anything for me, because what I've learned over the past many years is whenever I think just about me, it kind of falls flat. So I think about doing something with enthusiasm so that, something accrues and then I can share the benefits with others. Let me know if what I'm saying makes sense to you, and if this is something that any points I'm making are making sense. Please, I would say if this was a YouTube video, I'd say like this video and subscribe. But since this is a class, I'm just going to say I'd love to have 1 or 2 sentences in your journal comment on this video and tell me what you think about the professionalization of music and the possibility for music to realize maybe 1 or 2 or some or none, that's also okay, of your professional goals. Hey, I'm just taking this course and I'm not really interested in taking it further, or thank you so much, that gives me a lot of ideas. Either somewhere along that spectrum, I'd be really curious about how what I'm saying is reaching you. So please, one of your journal entries can be a reflection on what I'm saying here. Okay, thanks so much, guys.